everybody, my name is Candace. As my username says, I am a big Breyer nerd. As you can tell, I'm also a Peter Stone Resin Grand Champion. Pretty much anything horse related. Yeah, big giant nerd. And this is going to be my, I guess, vlog. It's going to be called Model Horse Nerd, because that's what I am. And just kind of going to be my thoughts and views week to week on what's going on in the model horse world, what's going on in my personal model horse world, and probably a little bit about my life, because it is kind of crazy. In case you can't tell from the background, I live in an RV. Yeah, I pipeline, so we travel all over the country. I have not seen my home since March 2011. Just got on a job. It's probably going to be about 18 months long, so yeah, it's going a little crazy here. Anyway, so let's hop to it. So this year I did make it to BreyerFest because, of course, I was working. Yay, that's my life. Anyway, so I had some pickups for me. Of course, Mariah's Boone. I got Bee's Knees. I have an unopened surprise horse on his way to me. Woo! And then I also have a chestnut surprise horse. Now I know some of y'all are thinking, okay, well, why in the hell would you get an unopened one and then you would buy the chestnut one? You know, what if it comes out chestnut? Well, then that's the fun of it. I wanted to be sure I got the chestnut. Eventually, I'll get all 4 of them. I mean, I do work pipeline. Holla, rich bitch. No, I'm kidding. Now, I know a lot of people like to complain about, oh my god, somebody spent $8,000 on that glossy Bay Abruzzo. Like, really? Oh my god, that's a house payment for me, or that's a new car, or that's my, you know, whatever. Yeah, you know what? It's not your money. So, you're not spending it, doesn't matter, you know, and don't bash somebody because maybe they worked hard. You know what? Maybe that person pushed and pushed and pushed and made their way through college and, you know, pushed her way through a man's world and is some, you know, executive person at some oil company or something like that. Who are you to say she doesn't have the right to spend her hard-earned money on whatever the hell she wants? I mean, she could be spending it on crack, you know. $8,000 on crack. I don't see anybody complain about that. You know, Paris Hilton's little addiction, and nobody complains about that. But you're going to let someone who absolutely loves our hobby, and you're going to bash them for that? You know, no, that's not right. And it's not just with the Breyer auctions. You know, I've watched it with the Equilocity auctions. You know, the Stone Equilocity stuff, and people are like, oh my god, she paid $2,000. It's just a plastic horse. It's just a toy. That's what they like to do. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, maybe eventually one year I'll get to buy one. Maybe I'll be in a position one year where I can be like, yeah, I want that Oak Lady Phase, or, you know, I want that Oak Nakota. It's not up to you. You know what? And people who bitch, well, I never have that much money for my horses, and I never have that much money. Well, maybe you step back and you stop buying, you know, a $50 or a $75 horse every month. By the end of the year, you'd have money to get one of those big, nice, expensive connoisseurs, or one of those oak stones, or a resin, or, you know. So let's stop and think about this. It's all love. Because I see a lot of bashing. I see a lot of catty stuff going on. And you know, it's okay. We're all buddies. We all collect toys. In the end, that's what it was. We all collect toys. So, I mean, it's okay. You know, just let's do it. Anyway, next Sunday is when I'm going to try and post everything because I don't work Sundays. Hopefully next Sunday I'll have some BreyerFest horses to show you once they get nailed to me. Woo. And, yeah, so this is the first show. Sorry if it's a little edited funny or, you know, I'm a little funny. Hopefully as it goes on, you know, we'll get to know each other. As always, feel free to email me. The email for this specific show is modelhorsenerd@gmail.com. So, you know, feel free to email me questions. I don't know everything about everything in the history of ever, but I can give you my opinion on stuff because, I mean, hey, assholes are like opinions. Everybody's got some, and some of them stink.